Gray Beard going?
Guy, I had to change the luck. Had to go, Greg Popovich on. I figured there we go.
Feels good not only to win, but maybe win in a style that you're used to from years past.
Yeah, definitely. I thought the homestand was great. I thought we really played well at both sides. Offense, defense, everything was going pretty good. We executed, the game plan really, really well both nights.
Connie, coming off the bench, I know you've been doing that for a while now. How have you seen that develop, and has that really helped your confidence and Carly's as well?
I think it's really helped us. Carly gives us that great energy at the start of the game, and defensively, she really gets after people, doing a great job. I think Connie's more relaxed now, coming off the bench and playing more of her game that we've seen the last 2 years. So it's great. It's great luxury to have her, somebody like that coming off the bench, and be no drop off when she gets in the game.
Are you finding some leadership now late in the season with some of your juniors or even Stacy?
Yeah, I think so. They're stepping up. They're getting a little more vocal on the floor, which I'm happy to see, and that needed to happen, and still needs to continue to grow. But they've always been a really together team anyway. So I think just to have Stacy be a little more vocal is good. Allie and Christina have always kind of wanted to step in that leadership role, and I think they're doing a great job with that.
Stacey coming off player of the week, co-player of the week. Kind of talk about how important she was in those 2 home games.
Oh yeah, she was huge, and great honor for her. Finally, we get somebody in the player of the week. I think she probably could have been that a few more times this year, but for her to get that is great because I think she played great defense. Not only did she score 28 and 25 or whatever she had, but she was on their best players and their best shooters and shutting people down. And I think, I talked to her yesterday in the office about, hey, remember when you were a freshman, I couldn't even put you on the best player on the other team, man. You can. She started laughing. She's like, yeah. I said, not anymore, man. She really produced at both sides, so gave us a big lift.
You won three of your last 4 games. Do you feel like this team's kind of peaking out at the right time?
I hope so. It better be because this is the time, man. And I think we've been playing our best basketball the last couple of weeks. And that's great to see. The challenge is to continue to do that now on the road. This first step was to have a great homestand like we had.
All the fans got little cheeseburger certificates because you held the team under 65 points, but you held both teams under 50 points. Kind of expand on that, your defensive play, how that's been so improved over the last couple of games.
Yeah, it's like I said, they just executed the plan to perfection. Krista gets the plan in place, really, and we talk about it a little bit, but, I let her have a lot of free reign with the defense, and, she's developing some great game plans for us, and the kids are buying in, and they're executing it. We go over it on the floor, and we're pretty particular about how things should be played, and, they're buying in, and they're seeing the result, and I think, you're playing great defense like that, it really feeds our offense, and we're able to get out in transition, and after getting stops and getting some easy looks.
I'm sure you guys know, you belong in the Big Sky tournament, but right there on the border, what is just the message going into these last couple of games where every game really counts now?
Yeah, well, the message is to get out and win. We got to win. And we know that we can't control what else is going on in the league, but control what you can control, and that's the message right there.
How'd that talk about where you are in the conference standings go? Did that add any fuel to the fire?
Yeah, I think so. I think some of them kind of float through. I think don't really think about stuff, but bringing it all home and knowing what the focus has to be. And basically said, hey, if you want a chance to play in the NCAA tournament, then you got to do this to even have that chance to get to the conference tournament. So I think they took it to heart, and if the 2 home games are any indication, they really took it to heart because that was some good basketball we played the last couple of games.
I think it was the Montana State game here. You guys struggled to score. It was that. Yeah, that was. Does that knowing that was one of the maybe part of the worst offensive night you guys had, knowing that you can maybe even an average night can change the result.
Yeah, I think we will talk about that after Missoula about how that game went up here because that was bad. That was just bad effort. It was bad effort on both sides of the ball, I thought. So yeah, we'll definitely have a little talk about how that game went here before we get to Bozeman.
Can you talk about your bench and your trust going into it this late in the season, especially with the way Renee's been playing?
Yeah, we're getting great production out of Renee. She sparked both runs on the homestand. She always said, I just waiting for my chance. And, I kept telling her, well, be ready because when you get your chance, you got to make the most of it. And if there's any player on our team that's made the most of her minutes, I would say it's Renee, without a doubt. Especially the last 2 games, she's really come in and played smart. She's played really hard, and rebounded it, defended, made her free throws. I've been real impressed with her off the bench. It's nice to have now Connie and Renee and Jerry. 3 where we can go 8 deep at least, and even Beth's come in, Kraus, and given us some pretty quality minutes in the short time that she's had. I had to put her in. Stacy got that second foul, and she comes in, makes a great backdoor pass, plays great defense for 2 minutes. I mean, she's making the most out of her minutes as well. So it's nice to be able to go that deep because certainly there's been a lot of years here where that has not been the case.
Anything else? No, thanks.
All right, thanks guys.